to another episode of Success University with your host, Krystal Colley, also known as the most famous woman in the world. So today I want to talk about something that I feel is more important than any subject when it comes to your success journey. And I know we've all heard it a million times. We cognitively understand it. We're smart individuals. We get it. We need to talk about health, exercise, working out, taking care of yourself. I wish we lived in a world where I could wake up at noon and eat fried chicken and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all day, two of my favorite food items, and never work out. And I could play on the internet all day and just surf the web looking at everything like, NFTs and how I'm going to make my $1 billion and never go outside. But unfortunately, we are human beings. We are physical. We are physical beings. What's the term? We're spiritual beings having a physical experience. Something I've heard these spiritual gurus say, right? We first and foremost cannot do something that our physical body won't allow us to do, right? And of course, this seems very obvious, but the more important idea here is that human beings are all about feelings. It's all about, well, I didn't go to the gym today because I didn't feel like it. I didn't study for that exam how I should have because I didn't feel like it. I didn't eat, I didn't eat a healthy meal this time because I didn't feel like it. I didn't go to that conference to network and find clients because I didn't feel like it. So the number one thing we have to realize is that we are having a biological experience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And your emotions, your emotional state, your amount of depression, your amount of anxiety, all of that is biology, first and foremost. And the more that I complete, I'm getting a 4th degree in biobehavioral health online from Penn State University, and I have nothing but glowing reviews for their undergraduate program, if anybody's ever interested. But the more that I learn about the human being from the bottom to the top, from all the way from molecular biology to all of it, to development across the lifespan, to neurology and the neurological basis of mental health, the more that I learn about it, the more that I realize, God, how true is it that we are always having a biological experience? If you are depressed, and I'm telling you because this is my number one thing that I struggle with is depression. If you are depressed, I'm telling you right now that a 30-minute walk outside every day can change your life. I actually went through more than 20 years of being on and off SSRIs, which are antidepressant, anti-anxiety meds, Prozac, Zoloft, all that, right? And what I can tell you is this. I wish the healthcare system was different and that I would have had a doctor tell me or ask me, okay, you're depressed. You can't get out of bed. your life is literally going down the drain. How much are you exercising, Krystal? Are you going outside? There are simple things that we can do that can change your life way more than any medication can. And I know I'm preaching to the choir probably, and we've all heard it, but I have slowly become someone who I like to work out. I don't know if I like to work out like a crazy person. I'm not really one to go completely insane with like high intensity, whatever. That's not me. I kind of like chill workout. I do a workout, which is, it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's just more easy, more relaxed, but still getting in what I need to get in. But I've become someone who, from hating it, absolutely hating it, to actually being like, I kind of like working out. It's cool. Once I realized that working out is not just for your body. There is overwhelming scientific evidence that working out is literally the limitless pill. Working out is the holy grail. It is the fountain of youth. It doesn't just improve, weight loss. It can improve it can improve the texture of your skin. It can improve how youthful your face looks, ladies, okay? Literally helps to maintain the blood vessels in your brain. So a lot of us don't realize your brain, which, no matter which way you look at it, affects your mental health, your cognitive function, is a physical organ. It's a physical organ just like your heart. It's a physical organ just like the muscle in your arm. It has a different function, but it is still an organ, and it has a physicality, right? And it has blood vessels. And working out has been proven, and by working out, I don't mean going completely insane and, you have to be the next David Goggins. I mean just a 30-minute walk, a 20-minute, just doing some sit-ups, doing a little bit of dumbbells, do a little jump rope, and you're done. Like, nothing crazy. Just moderate exercise can stave off chronic disease like diabetes. It can improve your memory. It can improve your actual overall thinking skills. So your reasoning. It affects your ability to make good decisions throughout the day. It affects your long and short-term memory, and there's evidence that shows it can stave off diseases like dementia, Alzheimer's. It can improve your focus. There's so much cognitive benefit to just moderate exercise that there's just no way to move forward with my little podcast here without talking about it. So I like to say, try to do activities that you like, right, for your exercise. So like for me, I didn't exercise for years because I told myself that I don't like running, which I kind of think is still true. I'm not the biggest fan of running particularly, only because my brain just, I don't know. I find it boring, I guess. Even though sometimes I'm fine with it, but it's not my big thing. I'm much better with weights. I'm much better with, oh my God, I'm so much better with weightlifting. Like, it's so much easier for me to keep with it. And I like doing just activities, right? Like tennis, roller skating. I love roller skating. And I bought my first pair of rollerblades a couple years ago at the age of 35 after not being on rollerblades since elementary school. And I'm telling you, people, I put on those rollerblades and I was out there for like 2 hours. Didn't even notice. I went to the beach and just rollerbladed my little butt all up and down the thing. And I didn't even realize, like, oh my God, I'm actually exercising. So if you don't like running, don't run. Go swimming. Go rollerblading. Do tennis. Just go outside. Get a freaking basketball. And just go out by yourself and just go in the morning and learn how to shoot some basketball. And by learn how to shoot some basketball, I mean literally just stand there and just throw the ball at the hoop. You don't have to be Michael Jordan. You don't have to Google, how do I play basketball? You don't have to join a basketball team. But these things, this is the absolute number one most important thing to success in any area at all. Because if you can't get out of bed because of your depression, if you can't go into a meeting because of your anxiety, if you can't, you can't start that project that you really want to start because you're so depressed about your life that you can't get out of it, it's a vicious cycle. And the number one way to get out of the vicious cycle is to move your body. Just move your body. I promise it will absolutely change your life. You don't have to, you don't even have to, start Googling, how do I make, how do I isolate my muscle groups and what about muscle recovery and how's the perfect way to do every single tiny thing? You don't have to know all that right away. Just do something simple. Throw a ball into a basket. Simple. Go walk outside for 30 minutes. Smoke a joint, okay? And go walk around in the woods. All right, I think I've preached enough, but there will be definitely more on this subject. And I know this was a very ranty episode. And next time I talk about this topic, I definitely want to bring more data to the table and more data with studies that I've actually written about, and so on and so forth. So, all right, until next time. Remember to demonstrate excellence and bravery.
The information provided in this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice, investment advice, or medical advice. The host is not a financial advisor nor a medical doctor or licensed therapist. Any financial or medical decisions made based on the information in this podcast are made at the listener's own risk. It is recommended that listeners consult with licensed professionals such as CPAs, financial advisors, and licensed physicians before making any investment or medical decisions. The host and creators of this podcast accept no responsibility or liability for any loss or damages incurred as a result of the information provided in this podcast.